Well, good evening from day 2 of Auburn practice here on the Plains. James Crepea, Brandon Marcello, and Wes Sinor here for you from AL.com. Plenty of news and notes here from the second day of preseason camp practice. Brandon, we got to see a couple of players off to the side leading off practice here today. Who were they, and what's the latest on that?
Stephen Roberts, defensive back, who Travaris Robinson, when we talked to him a few weeks ago, was saying that he's got some things off the field he's got to deal with. No one's really expanded on that, but on the field it looks like he's been limited because of he's trying to learn a new position a little bit. He's trying to play some safety as well, and he's got to come along slower. So if you're off to the sideline these first few days with the newcomers, that means that you're getting more extra attention. And joining him along the sideline was Jonathan Wallace, who, as we all know, former quarterback. Now he's playing receiver. He's getting some extra attention. So more or less for me, Stephen Roberts is the big one that sticks out, because he's a guy that may not be able to see the field very often this season if he's having to get all this extra attention at this point in his career.
Right, and even with a position change, I mean, a returning player didn't play a lot, but a returning player appeared in 12 games. And look, I mean, ultimately right now the second team defense has 2 walk-ons in the secondary, and that's not a put down on them, but when one of them's a freshman in Ben Hood we hadn't seen before, and you're a sophomore returning who appeared in 12 games, I don't care if you're changing positions. I mean, that doesn't bode well for you, especially when your position coach is talking about issues off the field. That's not a good indicator of things, so we'll have to be keeping an eye on that. One guy who is back is Trey Matthews, so that looked like much ado about nothing yesterday. Took care of that personal business. He's back on the field, no problems there. Another member of the secondary who's here and arrived, and he's been here both practices, we got to see a little bit, and we got to hear from him already. Wes, is Blake Countess. Tell us a little bit about what we hear from the Michigan transfer.
Yeah, we kind of got a little bit of a better idea as to kind of what brought him to Auburn and kind of some of the situations there. I mean, I guess he knew Chris Frost when he was in high school. They played in the U.S. Army All-American game together in San Antonio, and so there was an established relationship there already. He also was in contact with Josh Holsey, who called him and told him basically, you know, there's so much of a lack of depth here that you can come in and make an impact right away, even though he's only going to be here for, you know, a year, 9 months, something like that. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to be one of those guys that Auburn looks at to make an impact in the secondary.
No question, we'll definitely have stories and plenty of content looking forward with Blake Countess for sure, because we got to see where he ends up. But first and foremost from today, I think, yeah, Josh, you can hear from Blake and hear from Josh about that conversation between the two of them.
They've also got some hair things going on, right? They're all dyeing their hair.
The great bonding going on in the secondary, but Brandon can't relate to the hair thing at all, folks. But yes, the secondary at Auburn is bonding with dyed hair. They are not shaving it like Brandon here, or losing it in Brandon's case. But we'll hear from more tomorrow with Will Muschamp, defensive coordinator, and plenty more to come, but plenty today as well. So check out more at AL.com.